And we are live. Welcome to the Mythos Mystery Society presents Mythos Con 24. Thanks Killing, brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies, lure me to the art museum and fuck me in the bathroom. I saw a t-shirt that said that earlier on the Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if it's more horrifying that it was used. Anyway, I'm Dave. Ty is actually running this one tonight, but it's our first night of Mythos Con 2024. And yeah, I think when you introduce yourself, you have to read out one of the fan-submitted things of what people are thankful for today, which are on our Discord. Or you can just make it up on the spot if you don't have one. But
oh no.
We'll do a couple of us first because I don't know if Alex has seen them.
You can go first,
Ty,
Dave.
if you'd like to introduce yourself.
I mean, you can go first. You already started. You can just keep going with it.
Yeah, okay. I'm Dave. I'm playing as Chuck, who we're playing a game that, talk about
I should start the game. Yeah, I should start the game. Yeah. So we are playing a game tonight called Eat the Reich. It is about killing Nazis in World War II as Vampire Commandos. So the players will be vampires that are part of an elite unit trying to kill Hitler. It is inspired by Danger 5 and Hellsing. I am the game master, and I will pass it to Dave.
All right, I'm Dave. I'm playing Chuck. I'm a cowboy vampire, and I'd like to read a little thank you, what I'm thankful for, from a little Billy Bob Thornton from Massachusetts, who writes, I'm thankful for all the eyes in my walls because it's nice to know someone is looking out for me. I'm going to toss it over to Jason. Good job.
I'm Jason. I'm playing Flint. I'm a vampire bat that's actually a vampire and a bat. And I hate Nazis because they took over my cave. And I'm thankful for the Maw for obvious reasons.
My name is Alex Gasson. I'm talking funny because I have fake teeth in my mouth. I am playing Nicole. She is a resistance guerrilla fighter vampire who is a demolitions expert, and she's upset because the Nazis killed her whole family and her girlfriend. And I'm thankful for all the teeth on the corn of the cob because it makes them more crunchy.
I was trying to see why I hate Nazis. I don't think my character specifically has a reason to hate Nazis. I think he's just a guy who likes cowboys.
I mean, do you need a reason to hate Nazis?
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of does. He just likes eating people, it says.
yeah, you don't have a reason. It's just... Actually, everyone should read their backstory real quick, unless you want to hide something, because it is pretty great.
Mine is Chuck grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, buried a sibling or two, loves cowboy movies and honest work, human liver and the wide open plains, genuinely decent guy apart from the eating people bit. F.A.N.G pulled you out of jail and you ate a county sheriff and half of his deputy, and now you're fighting for freedom rather than just to survive. So literally not a peep about Nazis in my story. I just hates them and I just am hungry.
Okay. Anything else from anyone? Otherwise, we will get started.
Yeah, did you already guys pretty much do it?
I pretty much summed up.
Yeah, I think Alex, you did yours too, pretty much.
Yeah, other than packing more heat than a whole platoon.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I should read that.
Yeah.
All right. The year is 1943. Europe is at war. Illuminated by the dull red lights of the bomber's hangar, Commander Slate passes back and forth on the steel plates of the plane's floor. The last 6 months have led us to this point. This is our final move. Your mission is to kill Adolf Hitler in his Zeppelin atop the Eiffel Tower. 3 reinforced steel boxes hang from the roof. From behind a bulletproof glass in the lids, eyes stare forth with fierce determination. Your eyes. It's hot as hell down there, folks. Once you arrive, you'll be swarmed with Nazi scum until this is done and dusted. Walks over to a large lever mounted towards the front of the bomber. Godspeed, good luck. There's a salute, and salutes the drop coffins and throws the lever. The hatch opens and you plummet from the plane towards the lights of Paris at dusk.
I like to imagine the second you said God, all of us hissed. Godspeed. Just the coffin starts shaking.
And as players, you have decided to begin your mission at the Hotel Les Autolés. It's pronounced probably wrong, but it's a hotel in Paris. So we see this very, very upscale hotel. We see a few French residents, very well-dressed, like milling about inside. Some are at the bar getting drinks. There are some Nazis at the bar as well. On the 6th floor, there is a very well-dressed man with like a cravat and a monocle playing the last baby grand piano in Paris.
A little bit of history in this
Ooh.
very non-historical game.
Not historically accurate.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's definitely vampires.
The last
That
fully
wasn't the part that I
functional
was
grand.
focusing on. It.
Yeah.
I think it was the Zeppelin and Hitler on top of the Eiffel Tower part.
So we
Yeah,
see
the vampires too, I guess.
So we see this grand piano, Bach is being played, and one of the coffins slam into, and then two more coffins slam into the 6th story. And there's chaos and screaming. There are people running for their rooms. Some are running out. As the coffins slam into the floor at terminal velocity, each occupant is mangled to paste. There's a second and a pressurized release of top-quality nun's blood.
Ooh.
As each of you is fed the blood and begins to rematerialize.
Does it
19
rematerialize, or do our bones just kind of like...
You kind of
Yeah, it's
reset,
like-
your
I
skin
like
kind of
that.
like...
It's gruesome body horror shit.
It's like 1912, my favorite vintage.
Okay,
I'm not there yet. You can't quit until I'm done.
as you, from like inside the coffins right before the lids kind of burst off, you see that while a lot of the customers are fleeing, there is a handful of Nazis who have taken notice of you. So each time you guys get to a location, there is going to be an objective that you have to fulfill. So as we said earlier with the dice, when you are allocating for things to happen, one of the things you allocate to is objectives. So this objective at the hotel is make a suitable entrance. And it has a threshold of 6.
I feel like our coffins dropping through the ceiling wasn't enough of a suitable entrance.
Not enough. People don't know.
That just happens. That happens no matter where we go.
That happens all the time.
That happens all the time.
Okay, so you see, what you guys see is there are like 3 Nazis who are having a drink. They begin like they kind of fumble for their guns, a little bit drunk, and start making their way towards the coffins. What do you all do? Turn order. Technically, I'm allowed to pick it, but I'll let you guys do it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if I could, the second my arms kind of relocate, I want to be like get into that cowboy stance where it's like, and I pull out my 2 paired revolvers, Betsy and Maria, and I Maria R.I.P.
Oh my god.
they're part of this. They just couldn't join us today. But it actually says that's the name of my 2 guns on my character sheet. But I actually know them, Betsy and Maria, so that's fun. I guess I want to like shoot them.
Okay. Yeah.
You know. But yeah, just I gotta think of a good. The get busy living or you stay busy dying. Just start.
Can I build off of Dave's entrance to try and make him
Sure.
look even more cool? I have smoke grenades.
Yeah.
So as soon as the coffins hit the floor, I want to like my mangled body to melt through the coffin a little bit into the floorboards, and I want to pop up like behind the bar
Okay.
and throw a smoke grenade so that when he comes through, he's got like this atmosphere and he's like moving his guns through. Because I want to make sure that he always has a good entrance.
Yeah, we always have a fun time here killing Nazis.
Yeah.
It's a
Meanwhile,
wholesome
I am
family
behind them
thing.
with a submachine gun.
Okay. So let's do this. So, Jason, you can think about what you want to do, but the two things that are happening. So let's say, Nikki, are you trying to do this for flavor, or are you trying to do this as your kind of action this turn?
Oh, for flavor.
Just for flavor. Okay.
Yeah.
You can, though. I mean, you could still do this, and this would work as a thing if you want.
I mean, okay, fuck it. I'll do.
It's actually a pretty good move because you'd blind everybody in the room and then we can pick them all off.
So this will be either, I'll let you kind of choose. This could either be sneak if you're trying to cover him, or you could perhaps cover Flint, because Flint, and we said earlier, Flint does have ambush. So this could be something you're doing as a kind of a sneak move, or it could be something to do to terrify, because you're kind of, making Chuck look creepier and, stuff like that. And if you choose to do this, you are using one of your 3 smoke grenades, and that would give you an extra bonus dice. So either way, it would be 4 dice, but you can choose how you want to flee, or which one you want to roll with, because it will change.
Let's do, since it's our first entry, I would like Terrify to be the,
Yeah.
I want to terrify them.
Roll those 4 bones.
Roll them bones.
Okay, 4 bones. Oh, God. Okay.
Roll them bones. I have a really kick-ass thing I want to do, but I'm not allowed to open my next beer until I do it. So, yeah.
I have a 2, a 2, a 5, and a 6.
Okay, good. So I rolled 1 success against you. So if you have, sorry, what do you have above a 4?
I have a
4
5.
above.
I have a 5 and a 6.
Great. So I would use your 5. I mean, if you want to defend yourself, which, you might want to at the beginning, or if you can take it because you have plenty of health, you could use that 5 to get rid of the attack I rolled against you, so you wouldn't take any damage. Or you could choose to use, basically, your 3 points for other things, whether that be towards the objective, towards hurting them, kind of like to succeed in terrifying them. You could use it to get blood, too. You could start drinking from them. It is up to you. You kind of have 3 points to work with here.
I will, so if I don't want to take damage, then I don't succeed in one aspect of this?
Basically, you would just have, out of your 3, you would get rid of your 5, basically. So then you would still have a 6 to work with. The 6 could either be used for, doing 2 damage, gaining 2 blood, let me just check something real quick.
I'm putting his knowledge to the test.
Oh, I see. Okay. So when you roll a 6-2, if you all look at your character sheet real quick, you will notice that each of you at least have 1, if not 2. Under your abilities, there will be one that says special. So if you have the special thing, when you roll a 6, that lets you activate it for free without using blood. So it's roll a d6 and compare it to the numbers in the square brackets on Nicole's equipment list. Restores 1 use of the weapon rolled. So you don't necessarily need to do that right now because you only used 1 thing, but that is good to know for the future. If you roll a 6, you can do that special ability for free. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would recommend either advancing the objective, eliminating the threat, or feeding on Nazi blood.
The advancing the objective is just making an entrance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll advance the objective. How's that?
Okay. So
and
you're
I'll
going to
feed later.
Okay, so you're advancing the objective by 2, and you are defending, so you don't take any damage. So what happens is the Nazis are they are obviously frightened by this display by Chuck's words and the immediate smoke and the panic, and you have a couple they shoot a couple bullets into the cloud, but they just whiz by you, not that close.
I don't even care. I don't even care about him a little bit. Okay. Can I shoot now? Can I do my shooting?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to use your guns, which it sounds like you do, if you want to use them not for flavor but for actual use the item, it sounds like it says dual, so I'm assuming that means you actually have to be I'm calling you, because it's not just you using dual pistols. It's the parentheses for it is dual.
I'm literally calling out a dude to duel them. Oh, yeah. Okay, so not that then. I guess
You
I'm just
could.
shooting.
You could do. I mean, you could call it a mine. It's that easy if you want.
Nah, this is the first.
Okay.
I just kind of want to. There's so many of them, and they aren't going to be so noble about it just yet. So I'm just going to just start blasting.
Okay.
Just start blasting.
Anyway,
You have a shoot of 3, so roll those 3 dice.
3 bone. I got a 2, 5, and a 5.
Okay, I got nothing. So you don't have to use defense. You have 2 things to use with whatever you want.
I just want to damage as many of them as I can. So if I could get 1 to death with that, that's cool. If I could get 2 to death, that's also cool, but I don't know how much health they have.
Yeah, so it's the way this game works too, which is cool and I like about it, is that you're not necessarily fighting. It's not like you have 3 characters with different health. You're fighting a patrol. So I have a certain stats for that patrol, but you do kill a couple of them with those shots.
That makes sense. That's fun. I like it when it's just like the health is just how many units there are, as opposed to like each one has 10 health or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you should like. How does it look when you shoot them? What does it look like?
I mean, I would have to imagine that I supernaturally like twirl the guns in my hand for a second. Like they're not even on my fingers. I'm just kind of like going like this, and they do the gun smoke twirls that cowboys do, and then I just kind of like just start going like this, like really fast, and I kill as many of them as I can, I guess.
Yeah, you kill 2 of them without any.
I want to say one of them like gets shot and they like fall backwards behind the bar, like next to Nikki's feet or something like that. We can have a fun quip about that. Like this happens all the fucking time because we're all.
You have to splatter them more. I didn't get any in my mouth.
I'll try better next time. You better save that one's liver. He looked awful tasty. How many are left?
And it smells like he's been drinking straight bourbon. We might get a little buzzed off it.
I got it.
It looks like there's 2 left, but you see like one of the ones left. It like kind of ducks behind one of the like overturns the table, ducks behind it, and like grabs a walkie and is like radioing in for reinforcements.
Yeah, I'm just kind of shooting. But yeah, Flint, go.
Flint.
Go, bat boy. Go, bat boy. Go.
Just for thematic flair, just for an entrance, I just burst the lid open and I like launch to the ceiling and like I'm just claws in. I just shriek, and then after that I launch from the ceiling directly through the cloud into, the first body that I land into, and I'll brawl. Nice. Okay. Are you gonna use your claws or no? No, not for this one. Okay. Then roll your brawl.
Yeah, the night's young.
Is it the dude who's ducked behind the table?
Yeah, they're ready to go.
I have a 2, 4, 3, 6.
Okay, so you kind of have the same, and I rolled 1 success too. So if you don't want to take damage, I would use the 4, and then you have the 6 to play with, whether that be 2 damage or 2 towards the objective.
So I have an ability when I'm in melee that I get a special, so I can use that if I do damage, or already count.
No, yeah, that counts. Okay, you could use your special. So basically, that would be instead of you gaining, that is it's basically you get a free blood, is what that is.
So it says I get 3 blood from that.
Yeah. So instead of, because normally because you're using your 6, normally you would get 2 blood. You get an extra blood for that. Is kind of your thing because you're in melee combat.
Okay. You get a free blood, not 3 blood.
3, both a 3 blood and what? Because normally you get 2, he gets 1 extra because of his ability.
Ooh.
Okay, so how many total would I have then?
You would have 3 total.
3 total.
Yes.
Okay. Where's my 3 on? So I'll use 1 to defend, and then the other I'll use to damage.
Nice. Okay. Not for the special. So that dice does count towards it. It's you using your special. So you have 1 4 and 1 6. The 4 would go to defense. The 6 would go to activating a special.
Oh, gotcha.
Which it's not a bad way to. Starting with 3 blood is a good move. I would.
I'm gonna
because you like save that up and use it later, like
for abilities. Right? Yeah.
So literally, I just launch out of the coffin, launch from the ceiling, shrieking, and start drinking blood.
Just like the guys are like, yes, we need reinforcements.
Is it like, do you like pull him up to the ceiling and you just see his legs clicking?
No, this is more of a, like, you just see me disappear into the smoke and just me pinning on top of him.
Oh. Gotta live
Show
that
off.
bad boy. Yeah. You hungry little fella, you hadn't eaten in days.
Okay. One second.
I feel like, what's the over-under
Okay.
on how long these teeth are going to stand?
Um,
I think we all get a bonus when they fall out.
okay. So that is the first round. You some more Nazis you see, like, and there is a clear kind of like path towards the lobby. You see some more Nazis beginning to take the stairs towards you guys, and you think they will be there soon.
So guess what I have that I had to Google. I have a Panzerfaust.
Anti-tank.
I have literally an anti-tank RPG.
Wow.
I don't know, but I have one. I can only use it once, though.
I like to imagine it's like attached to the side of your coffin, like it's like a Helldiver pod.
I have extra dimensional pockets.
Okay, so and do you think they're gonna get there pretty quick, probably during this round? The last two well, I guess there's like two guys left that are kind of like firing at you guys blind. What do you do with the first round?
Ooh, okay. Is it just anybody goes whenever they think of something kind of thing? Okay. Let's see. I want to... I don't know if this would be shoot. Yeah, why not? Let's just make this as stylish as humanly possible. I want to, like, walk up to one of the corpses to use it as, like, a human shield and then rip the head off, throw it at the guy, and shoot through the head to kill him.
Okay. A trick shot, if you will.
Yeah, a trick shot, if you will.
Shoot him.
I get one of those went weird. Here, I'm gonna re-roll it. Okay. I got a 6 and a 1 and a 2.
A 6, a 1, and a 2. Okay. They 6, a 1, and a 2. This person presents an interesting thing. So they got 1 success. You only got a 6 as your success. So you could use 2 for defense, but you probably don't want to because that would be kind of a waste of a 6.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to take a damage here unless you really don't want to. So what
I'm
are
taking a damage?
Okay, so what do you want to use the 6 for? You could deactivate a special. You could get some.
I don't see which one's labeled special on mine.
Let me.
All of them?
No. Let me look for you. Chuck.
It's at the end of the...
Oh, I see. Gain special, reduce objective rating, but elbow grease? Is it elbow grease?
Hold on.
It's a little special. Is it my cowboy hat? I think.
Wait, did you roll a 1?
Did I? Yes, one of them was a 1.
Okay, after you roll your dice pool, before you discard dice, gain 1 blood if you rolled any 1s. Because you're a corpse eater.
Oh, okay.
So you, like, as you ripped off the head, you just go, just drank a little bit, so you get 1 blood. You actually don't have a special yet. That's an advanced Dave, so you will get that later.
Aha, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna take the damage. Where's my health?
Okay, so
Injuries?
we will talk about that in a second. Damage in a second. So what are you using your 2 for before we...
To damage, I guess, because I want to... Or is it making an entrance if it's still killing them at this point?
No, it is 2 different things. So there's a difference between the threat and the objective. It is 2 different things.
Okay, I'm going to take care of the threat then. I'll let everybody else... Just rip off a Nazi skull, kick it at him, and shoot through it.
Yeah,
Slow motion, it goes through the back of his head and out his eye into the other guy's eye.
That's
yeah, it does.
it
It ricochets off the back and kills the last one. So there currently the threat is 0 for this band of Nazis. So the two of you have a chance to do something before the rest of the Nazis
We're
come.
on my gun
And you get 1 blood chuck from your thing.
Yeah,
Oh, and so now the other thing. Dave, roll a d6.
Ooh, a D6. D6? I got a 1.
Okay. You got a flesh wound. So, like, after the bullet ricochets, it ricochets 1 more time and just clips your shoulder.
Oh, fuck.
So currently, if you look at your sheet, you have a the injuries column. You roll to see which column it's in, and then you mark the first one. And then if you have to mark the second one, then you get some sort of negative to your character.
Makes sense.
At any point in time,
there was a different game I played that was kind of like that.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like Paranoia or something.
there's a few like that. At any time, you can choose to spend 3 blood to erase a mark.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
Just FY Morkborg did that.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, more.
Okay. So there is a brief opportunity here, Nikki and Flint, to there's currently no Nazis alive. So how are you gonna keep making an entrance?
I don't. I'm just gonna shriek again, so I'm gonna terrify.
Nice. Okay.
And these
Yeah.
are the Nazis that are coming down the stairs?
Coming up the stairs towards you guys.
Gotcha.
Or you guys can also move down. You guys can keep moving too as you do this if you want.
Well,
There's
while
plenty of stair railings we can
So-
grind.
yeah,
So then I'll like. So we're in a room right now, right?
Yeah.
we're in the
yeah.
bar.
You're in the bar. 6th
So
floor
I'm gonna
bar.
like launch into a hallway and shriek.
Okay.
It's like just make my presence known and just loud screeching.
Yeah.
And I would love to take the pause that Flint will hopefully make and step out from behind him with my M3 submachine gun and just cut everybody in half.
Okay. So
Okay.
I got a 1, 4, and 5.
Okay. You get 2 successes. That is. So what happens? Okay. Let's. Before we start shooting blindly, Nikki, remember we are in Paris. There are some people who are not Nazis in this hotel. So don't shoot everyone, but shoot the ones that are Nazis.
We are vampires.
But we don't kill innocent. That is one of the rules here. Is we don't kill innocents
That's
unless
fair.
it's like.
There's plenty of
drinking.
Nazis.
I am a very good shot. I am insulted that you would imply that I would accidentally shoot anybody.
Okay. So Jason, you do not take any damage.
Hell yeah, dude.
And yeah, you just did two towards the thing, right? You got a 4 and a 5, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
To the objective.
Yeah, great. So we see a bunch of there are some civilians that have bags just running out. There is one a Nazi that was staying in the hotel runs out, starts to run back, but then Nikki, you just light him up.
Do I need
Nikki-
to? Yeah.
Yeah, if you want, I mean, you can roll for your thing too.
Okay. Since I have a 4 in it, do I roll 4 dice?
Yes, you do.
And okay. And my submachine gun has 4 squares, which means I can use it 4 times.
Yes, but you're not flanking anything right now, so it wouldn't count. And also, you don't want to do it right now.
Then what should I do? Okay.
So I would just do 4, because yeah, you're not flanking anything. If you wanted to do anything, I would say,
Should I do the cut down?
yeah, if you want to add a dice, you could use the cut down rifle to start to start blowing stuff up.
So that would be 5 dice.
You would get 5 dice.
Ooh. I only have 1, 2. I have 2 5s, a 6, and a 4. So I have 4 successes.
That's okay. So yeah.
Yeah,
You have 4 successes. So 1 is gonna be towards defense. I would recommend.
Okay. Yep.
And the other 3, we have 1, 6 too. Okay. So you technically have. Now you have 4 kind of points. Critical, 2 other successes.
Okay.
You could do your special if you want to get some, because you just used your rifle and you used your smoke bomb before, so wouldn't be a bad idea to
The restore the one use of the
yeah.
the smoke grenade or the cut down.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's kind of a crapshoot, because the way it's written is roll a d6 and compare it to the numbers in the square brackets on Nicole's equipment list. Restore 1 use of the weapon roll. So you would have to roll a 2 or a 3. Because if you rolled anything else, it wouldn't go to anything, so you haven't used those items yet.
Well, I did just roll a 2.
Then
So
great,
that-
you got to then that bullet's back. You found some bullets. The Nazi had some bullets on him. So now you have 2 other things to use, 2 other points.
I would love to get some blood.
Okay. You want to use both of them for blood?
Sure.
Okay.
I wait until a couple of them are close, and then I fire. I grab one, I fire through him, and shove the rifle through him. And while I'm shooting the people behind him, I'm drinking him.
God.
Nice.
And just using his body as a shield, and then also a little snack.
A little treat just for me.
All right, you have 2 blood now.
Yay! I will move my. I'm using a D10 to count.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So I have,
That's also how I've been doing.
so I have
I got
2
it.
blood.
I got my suit. Right.
Did I start with 1, or I started with
You start
0?
with everyone starts with 0 because all the blood was used to reanimate yourselves.
You'd think it's
Okay.
a very wasteful system, and we'd probably have more easy success just not being
Yeah.
pulverized into mist when we.
Oh man. Okay.
I think we're doing really great.
I think we're doing really good.
We're so good at killing Nazis.
Okay.
Did you see how I ripped that guy's head off and shot him?
Okay,
Did you see how I just bored a hole in this one guy and put my whole rifle through him?
That's a good smart.
The Nazis are now coming up. They're kind of in the hallway with you. The reinforcements. It is a fresh round. There's not a lot of them. There's a lot less than you think they're like. For them calling, it must be panic or maybe not a lot close because there's not a lot around here. There's like 3. So, what do you guys do?
I want to say the first thing they see is me, like clung to the side of like the hallway, just like on the wall sideways, with just like head sideways and blood just like pouring out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like snarling, almost smirking. You know what?
Don't let the blood get into your nostril. It really sucks if it gets into your nostrils.
It's horrible.
And then from there, I'll probably just launch to attack again, just right off the wall.
Roll it up.
Like a frog. Or like Frog from the X-Men movie.
It's Morbin time.
You mean Toad?
The Mean Toad.
Oh,
They call a frog as an insult.
We call him Tadpole.
I've been a little overzealous this time in my launch.
Yeah.
I have a 1, a 2, and a 5.
Oh, well, you got 1 success. Oh, what are you gonna do with it? They didn't succeed.
Oh, okay. So I would have no damage coming towards me?
Nope.
Oh.
You got lucky.
Yeah. I caught him that off guard. I guess. You know what, I'll go for the objective.
Okay. Yeah, the Nazis are, by your horrifying display, I think some of them are screaming and they're trying to get on other radios to tell people what's happening. And some civilians are are definitely taking note of what they are running in panic, but some of them are definitely taking note of what's happening here and your horrible visage as you as murder these Nazis. Nikki or Chuck?
Are they on a metal floor or staircase?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to use my acid spit ability, which
Okay.
says I hawk up a gut full of fierce acid. It only works against metal,
Okay.
but I want to do it under their feet so they fall through the floor.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What would I roll for that? Shoot or
Yeah. I think it's shoot.
go shoot? Yeah. Okay.
I feel like it would be terrifying.
I mean, you could do terrified too if you
I'm
wanted.
kidding.
Either way, it's
I
fine.
got it. No, it's less dice. A 2, 3, and a 4.
2. Wait. What you use shoot?
Yeah.
You use acid spit and shoot.
Yeah.
Then you would have 5 because you're using acid spit as an ability. That's why.
Oh, really? So I get 2 more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. The plus versus
Yes,
middle is
yes.
what gives me the dice. Okay. I got a. What's that? Show me a 2 and I'm just gonna reroll that one. I can't read it. 2 and a 5. There we go.
So what did you get total above?
I got a 4 and a 5.
Okay, and then did you get any ones?
No.
Okay, so 4 to 5, 2 successes. What are you doing, damage or objective?
I think I want to do objective because that kind of seems like I'm making an entrance. Like I'm just kind of.
Okay. With that was the last point to the objective. So as the one who technically finished the objective.
Yay. Oh, it also says I mark blood for acid spit, so I get a blood or I lose a blood.
No, you lose a blood because that's
lose a blood.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm back down to 0 for that.
It says spendable. It should say spend a blood.
It says mark blood.
But
I think I may have sent you guys an early on accident. Sent you like the early thing before it got edited.
Oops.
So it's spend. Yeah, spend
that
one blood.
That makes sense. Why the
Damn it, Ty.
is also not there.
I should have sent the pictures. Okay, so when an objective rating reaches 0, it has been completed. Ask the player to remove the last point of the rating to describe what happened.
Ooh.
I like to imagine that like a couple of them tried to surround me, and I just kind of go like, "Looks like you got me, fellas," and then I go, "Wait a minute," and I just like spit like acid all around me, and they all just fall through the floor, and it's just raining Nazis through the hotel staircase and like hitting the railings and falling off, and I'm like, yes.
Would this be like that, like opening to like a James Bond, and it just starts slowing down as the music starts?
Yeah.
Got a vampire killing Nazi.
This is the end.
Okay, and with that, you have for sure made your entrance in Paris.
It's raining men.
Buongiorno.
Okay, yeah, with that, you have made yourself known. In the slight interim, as people are kind of like running around and stuff, you guys take a look at the map Commander Slate has given you. This is a map of Paris that you guys have that leads all the way to the Führer Zeppelin. What path do you want to take? You guys get to choose where to go next.
Do we look at the map that's on Discord?
It's in Discord. The sectors get harder as you go, but it's kind of up to you guys where you want to go next.
I see. So we're in Sector 3?
Yes.
So we have to pick a place in Sector 2, or we just got to pick another place?
Pick another place. I'll get you guys some leeway of like where to go.
Okay, we're at the Hotel Le Haut. I say, are we at the bar right now? Like,
yeah.
We just went to the bar while the
Yeah.
Nazis are all dead, and I'm stomped on a Nazi's corpse that's like strewn over the bar, and I'm just like leaning over the bar, and I got like that guy's liver, and it's full of alcohol, and I'm just kind of thinking, what's our next move, Nikki and Flint?
So do we have to pick a new location that we have to go to?
I misread Metro Station as Weird Station.
You need to stop drinking that man's liver.
It's so good though.
Because
Have
I
you
swear to
tried
God,
one of
if you
these?
shoot me again.
I used to drink these even before I was a vampire, I'll tell you what.
Is there an out of the metro station? Like, if we went into the metro station, would there be like an out point? That would be closer to...
I guess technically we could just decide where it ends as the next destination.
Yeah. Are you asking? Is Nikki asking or is Alex?
Yes.
So basically, there are. I'm gonna give you
Metro
guys.
Station? Why that leads all the way to the Eiffel Tower?
It's so perfect. It's a straight line.
So I'll tell you guys basically what the book says. There's no right or wrong number of locations that the player character should travel before they get to the end. It's kind of just what we are feeling. Some people, choose to go to every single location. Obviously, you won't. Some people visit 4. That's fine too. Some people do like 2 or 3 locations per sector. So I'll give you guys some leeway, but it's not like, oh, we go to the Eiffel Tower next. It's kind of like make your way there with a comfortable path is what I would say.
In all honesty, the metro station ain't a bad idea for the next step, considering it could get us anywhere we want to go. We probably get at least closer to the Eiffel Tower from there.
I mean, you know me, I am a sucker for an ammunition and vehicle depot. So maybe we take the metro station to some ammunition.
Ooh, I like
Or,
that.
I don't know, an exhibition of degenerate art sounds pretty good.
We ain't here on a sightseeing tour, Nikki, as much as I want to go there and see it. I want to see it so bad, Nikki, but we got a job we got to do. I want to see it so badly.
But like...
Flint's gonna take just like a claw and point at the catacombs.
Yeah, I know, Flint. You want to go home, but we can't go home.
Flint, the last catacombs that we went into, it took us 7 days just to get you out of it.
Yeah, you were having so much fun.
It was just an absolute party down there.
It was amazing,
Flint,
but we got
the only
this
one-
in the sightseeing door. We got a Nazi leader to kill.
Flint, clearly the only one knowing that the Paris catacombs encompass the entire.
Yeah, we just don't know that. I know you want to go home, my little guy, but we got it down to two. I like to think that Flint is secretly the brains of the operation.
Oh, 100%.
We don't know it.
But he's a man of few words because neither of us speak bat squeaks.
Whatever you speak. Yeah, my vote goes to the metro station. We go
Okay.
from there. We get anywhere we want in Paris.
Okay. Then that sounds like a good plan. With that, you guys you kind of make your way out of the hotel, and it's pretty short jaunt. You guys make your way there
Immediately
uninterrupted.
burst into flames because it's daytime.
Ooh,
So none of us suggested the church.
Yeah.
hallowed ground, not really my forte.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys
Be
make your
awful
way.
smart of Hitler to sit in one of those, but I think he burns just as much as we do when he goes in there.
Uh-huh.
You guys make your way into this metro station. None of the
You
trains
get
are.
a bonus. Your tooth fell out. Put
Aw.
it under your pillow for the tooth fairy, who is awfully real and has nuclear armaments.
Oh
And
my
help us in
god.
our crusade.
Can I put it back in?
Okay.
I might end up swallowing it. We'll find out.
Jesus, don't do that.
Okay. You guys are in the metro station. Yes. Okay.
Is this electric metros or is this back when they were pulled by horses?
Electric metros.
Or is this just a very fashionable young lad?
Okay, none of the trains are currently running, but the metro makes for an excellent means of slipping through the city undetected, if that's what you want to do. There's miles and miles of rail tunnels, maintenance shaft, and a public thoroughfare. So you guys make your way down there. What you see is there are, like I said, it's what you see. There is a train not running, but is there. You guys kind of get your way down there, get your bearings for a second, and then you hear footsteps beginning to pound down the steps coming for you. What do you
Hey,
do?
you know how to ride a train or operate a train?
Absolutely. Also, I think I can slow down whoever's following us because I would love to set a firebomb.
Okay.
And it says +2 for fire trap.
All right.
Nice.
As long as there's no innocents about, right? Or I can at least
No, this place is pretty abandoned.
Sweet. Just how I like
Did
it.
our entrance make the innocents like clear out of the area, kind of ish?
They could smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to imagine the metro station we went to was right outside the hotel.
Yeah.
Does
Maybe
Flint
when
have
we
any?
pop up on the other side, there'll be more innocents, but right here, it's probably everybody's cleared out after Nazis rained from the sky.
Does Flint have any mechanical acumen?
He's just gonna like hit a bunch of buttons.
Perfect.
It's a bat.
Flint's a bat.
It's a bat. My mother-in-law was a
See
bat.
the lad. The lad. He's at the closet.
Something else you guys can do, just so before I forget this one too.
You mean there's more to life than blowing things up and eating people?
Yes.
Nazis.
Okay. Where was it?
Double your
Just-
pleasure, double your
had
fun. That's the statement of the great men of eating Nazis for fun.
Was that Doublemint gum?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So once per session, When you roll 2 or fewer successes, so if you guys like really do bad on a roll, you can trigger a flashback to spurn yourself onto victory. You won't let Hitler win this easy. Roll on the flashback table to determine a question, or choose one that appeals. Answer it by describing a brief. It's basically just if you guys. When you fail, you get 2 dice to your dice pool, and you get to re-roll. If you guys roll 2 or fewer successes, just keep that in mind, and you'll get to do it once per session.
Interesting.
So
it is like Honey Heist.
It is.
Yeah. Inspired by. There's just one.
I don't think we roll for vampire and roll for human though.
Well, we could.
We could.
We could. We could do anything when our imagination's afoot.
Oh God.
One thing you need to find. Challenge. What is challenge?
Wish I had more of those Christmas tree Denny things or whatever they're called.
I have a whole tray of chocolate chip cookies at
Damn.
downstairs.
I ate all of Sydney's trick-or-treating candy, and now I have no more
I see.
candy.
Unfortunately, my trick-or-treaters took all of it. What was that?
We have plenty of candies, though.
Oh God. Did you get the good kind, or did you get like 3 Musketeers?
Yeah, are you bullshit, or are you...
No, we have Reese's.
Did you get Dum-Dums?
You dumb dumb.
I see.
I screech.
Okay. All right.
Screech.
Okay. So you did the firebomb first.
Yes.
Right. Okay, and that is.
I don't. What is that attached to?
I don't know, a wall. Whatever you want. You can. It's your flavor.
I meant what stat?
Oh.
Are you throwing it?
Probably,
No, I want to set it as a fire trap. And
I would say either fix or sneak, probably. Well, let's double check the stats once more.
Could I get a +2? I have a ++ fire trap.
Fix seems right?
Yeah, I mean, so fix would be modify devices or structures, which could kind of do it. Also, I would let sneak work because you're kind of doing this like as a trap. So I would say either of those would work for me.
Well, sneak is a 3. Fix
Let's
is
do that.
1. So
let's do. So you roll 5 dice. Roll 5 of them babies.
oh. I rolled 4 2s and a 6.
You could technically you could do a flashback right now if you so desire.
How many flashbacks do you get, or do you just always
It's
get
1
them
per
every
session.
Session. Oh.
Session?
Yes.
And we each get one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Would I need to use one since I had 1 success, or did I need more than 1
It's
success?
not. You never need to. It's by choice, and it's just 2 or fewer successes.
You got full health. You can save that for a pinch.
Yeah, it's up to you. I mean, you can.
What if you
I'll
miss
save the
Hitler on your
flashback for now.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a massive. I got a crit success. So
Okay. So would you like to do? They got 1 success too. So you're gonna take a damage here. What do you want to use the rest of them for? For the objective or for damage against them?
is our objective now different?
We should talk about what your objective is, huh? Your objective now that you are in the metro station is to cut through the metro tunnels. So you guys are just trying to get through these tunnels to the next location. Is your main goal here?
Then I will put it towards the objective.
Okay. How does that?
It does help us figure out where we need to, or how to use the thing to where we need to go. So that makes sense.
I would put it as buying us unimpeded time to get the train going without any interruption.
Yeah. So who is working on the train?
God, you left.
I think Flint. I think Flint.
All right, Flint. Work your magic, buddy.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, yes, the one who's lived in a cave as the train.
You even have hands.
Just using his really long nails, going clink. Clink.
Oh, you don't even have hands.
No,
You kind of have hands. You have beastly hands. I see them.
Well, I have claws at the end of my wings.
There we go.
If you look up your body, you got like these guys too. Yeah, claws at the end of your wings. You described it correctly. I was looking at it wrong.
I love Flint so much.
You really think that's gonna work, Flint? I'm like having a conversation with you, but
This is like a Han and Chewie situation.
yeah, pretty much.
Just shrieking and like pushing you to the side as I'm hitting buttons.
Just kind of pressing switches, thinking that I'm just like boredly pressing switches, like that dude. What about this one?
Okay.
You see
You
me
don't
like
mind, I'm just
look,
gonna crank this over here, Flint.
open. You see me open a drawer and find a manual, and like I'm turning it because I can't read it.
Oh,
You have
buddy.
to turn it upside down so you can read it.
Okay. You do that. You buy Flint the time. As the you did 2 again, 2 right against the objective, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you buy Flint some time. Like the flame, like it blows up more of the stairs than the Nazis. Like you see, one of them does catch fire a little bit. What you notice as they begin to come down the steps are these are a lot more prepared than the ones at the bar. They are wearing like heavier kind of like armor. They are decked out with like stronger guns and stuff. So these and definitely have like helmets where the other ones were a little more caught by surprise. So that is what you kind of see as the flame bombs erupt.
And am I able to use my special where I roll a d6 and?
So remember the special, you have to spend the dice for that. So you would have to do that instead of doing it towards the objective.
Copy that.
And you take damage. So roll a d6.
2.
2. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. Dazed. So like it explodes. Nikki, you were a little too close. So you were like knocked back a little bit and dizzy.
Oh, but that makes me feel a little bit alive.
But not in a good way.
Okay, and like so whoever goes next, we do see the camera like pan past Flint as he's like slamming on buttons as some more
you
time
see me in the
bought.
background, just like, what'd that do? Anything? The windshield wipers turn on?
I find the part in the manual. I'm just like
Lever.
Lever.
All right, who's going next?
It can't be this hard, Flint.
I would assume Flint because he's trying to figure out how to get the train moving.
Flint, do you want to do fix?
sure.
Actually, wait. How much are you struggling? Because I have a thing I can do.
I have a 2 in fix, so
Okay.
More than me.
Flint, now I think you're a mechanical genius, but let me help you out a little bit here. I have jerry rigging with my tool belt, and I have a fix of 4. So what I could probably do is like jerry rig the thing to like hot wire it a bit to get it to kind of work and stuff like that by using stuff from my weird tool belt, and that's what I'm kind of doing with it. But yeah, it's I would suppose I mark tool belt and then I get 5 dice because I have 4 normally.
Yes,
and
you get 5 dice. Yes.
Alrighty. Flint, I don't mean to. I know I gotta trust the process sometimes. Maybe I can help the process along a little bit if you know what I mean.
I'm just like hanging upside down, like over him, like watching him do it.
I got a 5, a 4, and 3 2s.
You could use your flashback if you want.
I mean, 2 5s is fine. Or 5 and 4, that's 2 successes, right?
That is 2 successes. I did roll 3 successes this time.
Ooh.
I'm gonna remember that one. No, it's so.
I mean,
so
wait,
early.
but it is 11. I mean, I don't know how late you guys want to play, but we're not going to play till like 3 a.m. So you might want to use one of the
What
flashbacks.
if I miss Hitler on my first shot?
It's once per session, not once per game.
Oh, true. Okay, if that's the case, well, we might be able to get to the Eiffel Tower.
All right, we're not going to get to the Eiffel Tower. I don't think we're going to get to the Eiffel Tower.
I think I'm gonna remember that one time I wired a train.
No, you have to roll for it. You have to. The flashback is a specific thing.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
What do I get? Just 1d6.
Okay, roll a d6. Yes.
I got a 4.
Okay. Okay. So the context of this flashback: you were extracting a spy from behind enemy lines. Now roll another d6.
Oh. Got another 4.
Okay. You owe your life to one of these two characters, Flint or Nikki.
I'm gonna say.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. No. One of the characters taught you a few tricks. What was the most important lesson? So one of them taught you a few tricks. Who was it, and what was the most important lesson you got
I'm
from
gonna
the
say Flint
narrative?
because I literally was just complimenting him, saying he was a mechanical genius. And I'm gonna make that actually canon. So at one point, he taught me how to hotwire like a car or something like that on the fly, like ad hoc. Like we were running away from some Nazis and we needed a car. And I hotwired it and drove it into them, and it was just blood everywhere.
To tie it back into the first D6, you were extracting a spy, so you guys like got the spy, hotwired
we
the
got
car,
the spy
and then,
out. We needed to hotwire a car because the all other routes out were damaged, and that's what we landed on. Yeah, good times.
Nice. And what was the lesson you got from that?
Lesson was I learned how to hotwire a car.
It's not a lesson. What is the
Does
lesson?
That have to be a moral message?
Yeah, it's supposed to build your character, so get a lesson.
Okay, so the lesson I learned is that Flint is smarter than he lets on.
Okay, good. All right. So now you get to re-roll those. You get now 7 dice.
Oh.
And whatever you roll now
all
stands.
7?
All 7.
Oh,
I got 6, so I get 1 more after this. Let's do this. Yeah, that's much better. I got 3 6s, and I get okay. So 3 6s, 1, and then 3 2 1s, and then I'm gonna re-roll this. Oh, it's a Jumanji roll and a 4.
Okay. 3
That's
6.
2 1s, so I get to mark 2 blood.
No, it's per. It's not each time.
Okay,
it's
so
just
1
yeah.
1 blood.
You get 1 blood. That's a lot. So what are you gonna do?
I want to advance the objective because I'm trying to get the train going.
That doesn't make sense.
I guess with all the successes I got, just make that.
You're gonna take quite a bit of damage if you do.
Oh, okay. Okay. How much?
I would. I rolled 3 successes, so I would maybe use one of them for some defense at least.
Yeah, I'll do 1 defense.
Okay.
And 2 make the objective go.
So 4 towards the objective and 2 for defense out of your.
Yeah.
Wait. Sorry. 3 6s and a 4.
It was the 6s. Yeah, 3 6s and a 4.
Okay, so then you could use your 4 for either 1 more defense to not take any damage, or you could use your 4 for towards the objective, or you could use your 4 for blood or whatever else.
I feel like I'm gonna put it towards the objective.
Okay, yeah, going hard on the objective.
Yeah, I'm going hard. Going hard. That, considering what I was doing, it doesn't make sense to get blood.
Yeah.
But defense, I can, like, if I get pegged by a couple shots, I'd, like, move my body in a way that, like, I'm still more under the panel.
Yeah, the Nazis are in, like, on level with the train now and just start lighting up, like, the windows shatter as bullets spray. 1 bullet hits you, Chuck. Roll your d6.
2. Shot full holes.
Yep. So you're not just where is it? Okay. Okay. So you are. It hits you dead on. Like the windows shatter, but then you also get lit up, and you are just you're leaking blood.
It's okay. It's gonna be fine, Flint. If you don't mind, if you'd be a deer. Just completely full of holes. If you'd be a deer and just get some of these guys off my fucking back, it'd be so great for you.
Okay, so what happens? A second. Okay. With that, the train does begin to move. Flynn actually has it begin to move. We are not finished out of the objective, but you guys begin to slowly pull out of the station.
I think it's Flint's turn now, right?
It is Flint's turn.
So, but they're on the train?
One of them, I'd say a couple of them are beginning to get onto the train, and there are still some like kind of running to try to jump on it too.
Okay. I mean, the train's already moving, so there's not really much I can do.
get them off the train. I'd say getting them off the train is working towards the objective too. Like if you kill a couple of them.
Yeah, you can also...
labor-wise.
There is still things you can do towards the objective, otherwise I say it's complete. So, Jason, there is always things you can do towards the objective. Otherwise, that's the end of the scene once the objective is complete. But there are enemies coming, and the enemies are doing damage. So, something to think about, too.
Yeah, I'll, you'll just start seeing, like, you'll just hear, like, the claws on metal, like, puncturing, like, skittering through the train as I, bring myself to start throwing them off the train.
Okay, so you are trying to...
No ticket.
I'm gonna brawl.
Oh, ticket.
You're gonna brawl. Okay.
It's the only thing you ever say in English.
Yeah.
Roll your brawl stat.
Brawl 'em, buddy. Brawl 'em, baby.
Brawl.
Finish 'em, plant.
Oh, I got a 1, 3, 3, 4.
Ooh.
You could also use your flashback if you want, but that is up to you.
Remember that time we threw a bunch of
What's that?
Nazis off a train?
I will tell you, they rolled 2 successes. I'm not sure I should be telling you that, but I'm fine. So.
Make your own rules.
You live far over.
So if I use the 1 for defense, I would still take 1 damage.
Correct.
Yeah, right? I'll do that. I'll just do 1 defense and take 1 damage.
Okay. Roll your d6.
Roll low.
I got a 3.
That's not low.
No, I mean, it doesn't... you just don't want to roll the same thing twice like David. You can roll anything you want. Just make sure it's not the same. You are spooked.
Oh.
So make sure to mark that on your character sheet.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Currently nothing. Something if you roll a 3 or 4 again. So I think what happens is you try to brawl and run on these things, and the Nazis just kind of have your number. More of them get on the train and just kind of start lighting you up a little bit. You don't get you get some bullets kind of graze you a little bit, but it's more of just you kind of freak out because you weren't. This is going a little less good than it did last time. Your last hotel strike. They're better prepared.
With that, I have to step away real quick.
Yeah. What you all see is there are some Nazis on this.
Nazis on a train.
Nazis on a train. What you see too
Nazis off this goddamn train.
What you see too is as the train is pulling out, you see lights beginning to flash behind you, and you see 2 motorcycle squads beginning to kind of come down this metro towards the train.
Oh no, Nikki!
Don't
Nikki,
worry.
kill them.
I have just the thing for this.
Nikki, I knew you'd do it right.
Am I on the train at this point?
Yes.
Cool.
I assume we would.
I would assume so.
Without you.
Are we starting? I assume we're starting a new round.
Yes, this is a new round.
Okay. So we have Nazis on the train.
Nazis on a train.
And
Nazis
Nazis coming behind me. Okay.
Correct.
How many Nazis on motorcycles?
Currently it looks like 2.
2.
Too many now.
Do I deal with the Nazis on the train? I feel like is Chuck better in close quarters?
I'm
No.
more of a long distance. I could
Yeah.
brawl too. Yeah.
I mean, I have the cut down rifle, which is for close quarters. It says plus for close quarters.
Yeah, I don't.
Or do I just blow up the 2 on the bike? Decisions.
So many cool decisions.
I don't know if I want to use my Panzerfaust at the moment because I feel like that and a Zeppelin really mix.
Yeah.
But I also have a stick of dynamite. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna try and time a dynamite throw
Okay.
to land
Okay.
to land between the two guys.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I think shoot is probably the closest that gets. Yeah.
Yep.
About right.
And I have I have 4 pluses by the dynamite.
Okay, that's roll 8 dice.
There you
8 dice. I have 2 hot dog dice. 7.
Oh man. Okay.
I need 1 more.
go. Wait, what?
A buddy of mine got me a Oscar Mayer Wiener Swiss Army knife, and it came with these D6s that have hot dogs on them.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. I have cheese dice from the Mars Cheese Castle somewhere.
All right, so he said 8 dice. I have 8. Yes, I have a 6, a 6, a 5, a 4, a 4. I have 5 successes.
I was supposed to say, did you fail at all?
You have 5.
I have 5, 6, 6, 4, 4.
6, 4, 4. What were the other 2 dice? Just failures?
A 2, a 3, and a 1.
Okay. All right. Okay. What are you putting these dice towards? Remember, they can be. You can do it towards anything too. You can do it towards the threat.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I
towards...
have an ability that says when you use explosives, special, reduce an objective or threats challenge by 1.
So that's very good if you're doing. So okay, let's talk about this a little bit. So you guys actually haven't damaged the threat at all this time, which is why you guys are taking a lot of damage. So the way this, we might as well show how the sausage is made real quick. The way this game works is every scene has an objective, right? The thing you're supposed to be doing, as you can tell. There are threats every scene too. Every time a round is completed, there's something called reinforcements. If you kill a threat, they will come back weaker. If you do not kill a threat, they just get stronger. So it's going to get harder and harder to fight these threats. Or like the threats are going to be more and more dangerous as it goes on. You'll start taking more and more damage, which is why it's not like, oh, I'm just going to do the objective and ignore the threats.
Okay.
Also, threats or objectives can have something called challenge. So like I said in the beginning, these are more armored guards. So they have a challenge of 1, which means if you attack them, which no one has done yet, or successfully done yet, if you want to spend like 2 successes to hit them, it only does 1 damage. So they are tougher.
But if my ability
Exactly.
triggers with my explosive, then it should only count 1 to do damage.
Yeah, so it'll be 1-to-1 again. Yes, so that's what your ability does. If you choose to use one of your 6s towards it, it's going to make it so reduce an objective or threats challenge by 1. So basically it would be they would no longer have, you would blow up their armor.
Then I'll use one 6 to blow up their armor.
Okay.
I'll use another 6 to do them damage.
Okay.
And then that leaves me with 3 successes left.
Yeah. What would you, 3 successes? I thought you get 2 4s and 2 5s.
I got 2 6s, a 5, a 4, and a 4. There aren't
Okay, sorry, 1 5, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you gonna do with them?
I would love to get rid of as many threats as possible.
Okay.
Even if that means like timing it so that maybe the motorcycles are closer to us, so that the blast also blows out the windows, injuring the Nazis on the train.
I was gonna say you could probably just blow up the train car behind the lead car, just have the backup train just explode into the hallway.
That's an option too.
Leaving the maybe closing the Nazis off and leaving us with the lead car and them on the back car.
Yeah, I like the way you think.
Work. Let me double check.
I bitch out
okay.
my blood.
Okay, so you
I feel like to pull out my Parisian mustache.
Yeah, We are in Paris.
This is a tattoo, by the way.
Okay. Here's what happens. So I forgot to the enemies thing is still I'm getting a little used to. So I still think you should do the destroying the armor, but you're destroying the armor of the armored infantry inside of the train. So you blow up their armor. The motorcycle people don't have any armor on them, but you can use a special to inflict 3 damage on them, and anyone can do that at any point.
Okay.
So So instead of doing the damage immediately to the armor guys, you're gonna do 3 damage to the motorcycle, blow up the armor of the guys in the thing, and then you still have you want to use all 3 points for attack. The remaining?
Yes.
None for blood. You sure?
I'll use 1 for blood.
Okay. 1 for blood and 2 for damage. Let's do those 2 damage to the squad in them. Okay.
Did I reduce any threats to 0?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
You are the first one who has succeeded in doing anything to the threats.
Okay.
Okay. It's Flint or Chuck.
Do I take any damage or am I good?
No, actually, I rolled 4 failures.
Yes.
Every once in a while, it pans out.
Okay, quick question. How do I use advances?
None of you have advances yet because you haven't. There will become a time where you get advances. That time is not
all right. I didn't know if that was like a...
I was about to say, I could have gotten elbow grease.
Yeah.
Would have just done the objective. Alright, Flint. I stand up. I'm like leaking blood out of all my holes and just like, oh god, I hate this. I gotta mark one of my bloods away because that's my whole injury thing, so I don't have any blood anymore. Like, I think I'm feeling a bit peckish. I'm gonna just try to like brawl a couple of the Nazis.
Yeah.
Because I wanna like, hurt them and drink their blood and kill them and all that stuff. I hate them. I think I want to use something from my tool belt to kind of do that. Because the tool belt, I feel like it just says I jerry-rigged something, so it's just like I can kind of pull whatever I want out of that thing.
Okay.
I loosened them up for you.
Yeah. I want to say the thing I'm pulling out of my tool belt, it's got to be jerry-rigged, so it can't just be like a weapon, I don't think.
No, I think you have to put something together. You got to kind of, you got to Dead Rising 2 or 3 it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to like rip one of the railings off the side of like the handrail things in the subway train. I'm just going to rip that off the wall, and I have some duct tape and nails in my pocket, and I just kind of like duct tape some nails and stuff to it.
You're making like a pipe bomb?
They just kind of go to town on them. And I got 4 for that because I'm doing jerry rigging. I have a 3 brawl.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
2 1s, a 5, and a 6. So the 2 1s is nice because I get at least 1 blood from that.
Yes. They got 2 successes.
So that my 2 successes. Okay. So I would have to defend twice.
If you don't want to take anything, you have to defend twice. Or you could also use your cowboy hat to ignore one of the an injury if you want.
Well, but then I don't have a cowboy.
I know. I would probably save it from being. That also saves you from being dead, so you might want to.
Injury or being down. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save the cowboy hat, I think. I do need some blood though, because I need 3 blood in order to get rid of. Maybe I could just. You kind of want to hurt them. Maybe I'll dodge 1 and do damage, do a threat damage.
Okay.
So the second one, take my chances.
Okay. You want to do a damage to the armored guys in the car with you, the motorcycles who have coming, or towards the objective?
Whichever one I can actually pull off, because you're saying they now have armor and stuff.
Yeah, Nikki blew off the armor, but I think based on what you're brawling, I think it has to be the armored guy. The previously armored guy.
That makes sense. Yeah. So as long as I can actually hurt them with that, because otherwise I could throw them.
Yeah, no, you bash one of their heads in, it like kind of squishes in as you do.
Nice. Batter up. Their head comes clean off.
And roll your d6.
Rolls, and then roll a dice for damage.
Yeah.
Got a 3. I'm limping.
You're limping.
Thank God it's not one of the other ones. I'm not feeling too good, guys. I really thought that would bring the joy back in my left and I'd just power through this, but I think my leg is clean falling off.
Yeah, I think one of them like pulls out like a saber and just kind of like hacks a chunk off of your leg.
Now why'd you have to go and do that? She's got a saber sticking out of my back.
Flint.
Yeah, I guess I'm here. I'm brawling.
Okay, yeah. Brawl it up.
Let me do a flashback.
Oh, buddy.
All right, roll a d6.
Good.
What'd you get, by the way?
Not good.
A 1, 2, 3, 3.
Gee, 0 successes. All right, what's your roll a d6? Let me find this table.
A 2.
That'll be something, I bet. Okay. Flashback. Okay. All right. The flashback context is rescuing PODs during a thunderstorm. Now roll another d6.
A 4.
Nah, I don't like that one. That's what Dave got. Roll it again.
All right.
Are we already?
A 6.
Okay. You won't let one of these characters see you fail like this. What do they most respect about you?
That I fight to the bloody end.
So what did that look like when you were rescuing a POW in a thunderstorm with them? Like, what was that scene like? And which character was it?
Oh, it's really fucking cool.
It was Nikki. And there's like just a ton of guards like piled on top of me, like just weighing me down. And you just, lightning cracks, and I like get up as monstrous wings like fly out, and like bodies just start flying through the air as I pop myself back up and start like launching them all.
Awesome.
And then I roar as lightning crashes like Godzilla.
Nice.
All right, re-roll your thing with your 2 extra dice now.
2 extra dice. Okay.
All 6s.
I saw Weskers in the background.
Okay.
I have a 1, 2, 5, 4, 5, 6.
5, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you can use. Why don't you use one of maybe the 4 to get rid of one of the damages if you want.
Yeah.
Because there is a damage. So 5, 5, 6 now.
Yeah, 5, 5, 6.
Okay. What do you want to use it towards?
How far are we from the objective?
No one you gotta put points in it. The objective doesn't happen automatically. So like you can say you're going towards the objective by like turning up the speed and stuff, or by narrating. You can say you're getting the Nazis off, so it's safer. I mean it's up to interpretation. It's pretty fast and loose.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to. All right, I'm going to kill one.
Okay. How many points are you using for how many points are you going towards the threat? Let's start with that.
1 point towards the threat. And then I'm going to, I kill the one, I'm going to take his body, launch it behind me at one of the levers, and put 2 points towards the objective.
Nice.
To hit the lever to speed up.
Awesome. The train is going pretty fast now. Speeding towards the end of this track. Is that everyone? That was everyone that time?
Nikki threw dynamite. That was this round, right?
Yeah, Nikki threw dynamite, then you bashed someone's head, and then
So,
Flint did the thing.
If Nikki threw dynamite this round, then yes, that was this round.
Yes. Wait, Jason, you did. Sorry, you did.
You just went.
I just did.
Okay, I'm just double checking to what you spent your points in just to make sure I had it right.
Oh, gotcha.
Which I think I did. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. The motorcycle squad is now getting a little bit closer to you guys. There aren't a ton of armored guards left currently, but they like the ones that are left. They look like they have been very well trained. Like
Awesome.
even without their armor, they are bloody, but like they are holding their like guns at the ready. They look jacked, and they look like they're coming for you. All right, what do you guys do?
I would like to go last so I don't lose my blood.
I will just get in front of both of them and pull out the machine gun and just start cutting.
Okay. Roll a shoot.
So that's 4. Am I flanking?
Yeah, if you could describe. Well, if you could describe how you're flanking in this train.
You go outside of the subway and then back in through behind.
Explain flanking. I'm like standing before them and they're laid out before me?
Flanking would be like you're on their side, like you have a point of advantage towards them.
It's almost ambush-like.
Yeah, I would say your
How-
close quarters would probably make more sense because you are pretty close quarters where you're at.
How tall is the tunnel? Could I get on top of the train shooting down at them?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, I'll let that happen.
Then I literally just vampire jump through one of the holes, like one of the skylights, and land so that I get above them and just bah, 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 bah.
Okay, roll it.
Come on, big money, no whammy. Okay. I have a 6, a 5, and a 4.
6, 5, and 4. 6, 5, and a 4. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, they rolled 4 successes, so how much defense do you want to do?
Getting hurt ain't so bad.
Well, I've been hurt once. I do have 3 blood, so I'll use the 4 for 1 defense.
Okay.
Because I want to eliminate the threats.
Okay. How many more successes do you have now?
I have 2.
Just a 5 and a...
6.
Oh, well, you have a 6, though, so you can do...
Does a 6 mean 2 successes?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, let's start with that. You do, with the 6, you, like, stand on top, you light them up. And you do kill, like, the rest of the armored guards in that place at this point in time.
Ooh, nice.
Or
So
the
that
armored soldiers.
Okay, the armored ones.
Yes. You still have 1 point left.
I like
1
to
point.
imagine just for style points, as the bullets are coming down, I like see this. I pull a cigar out of my mouth and I lean forward, and one of the bullets lights.
So I can either use that point to take down another defense.
You could use it for... So there is still a motorcycle squad coming up on you guys. Those aren't all dead. There is... you could narrate something towards the objective as well.
I think... I'm going to focus on trying to eliminate the threats at my advantage, and so that the boys perhaps can work towards the objective, so without anybody on their ass.
Okay.
Because I definitely know that Chuck is hurting.
Okay. You like with the last, like, you kind of like... Here's what happens. You mow down the ones like that you are flanking. You feel confident. You like kind of change your aim to the motorcycle squad behind you. As that happens, you do get a shot off and like kind of pings one of them in the shoulder, kind of throwing them off balance. However, as the soldiers are dying, they shoot up as they begin to fall down, and you get lit up with bullets. Roll 3 damage dice, 1 at a time.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. The 5 is hand injury, so you get like shot through the hand, clean through. Stigmata.
3.
A 3 is just a graze. You also get like shot like through the like right here on your shoulder, and like blood sprays on your face.
Oh, and another 3.
Bleeding out. You spend 1 blood at the start of your turn.
I got that. You don't gotta worry about it.
Okay.
However, so something happens. We're gonna learn.
We're gonna learn today.
As you're about to learn, if you take 3 damage in a turn from an enemy, what happens at this time is, Nikki, as you were like dazed and shot up and now bleeding out, you do not notice the low-hanging sign that clocks you in the head, and you immediately go unconscious on the top of the train.
Oh, fuck.
There is now a secondary objective of recovering Nikki,
Oh, damn it.
as Nikki is now downed.
One arm is sticking to the porthole. It's kind of like Lilu and Fifth Element.
I like high five it. Yeah, nice going, Nikki. Ah, damn it.
There's like no resistance.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay, it is a fresh round. The motorcycle squad is getting closer. One of them, like, they've got the sidecars too. One of them begins to hop onto the train.
We're gonna die before we even get to
Well, since I'm right there, I'm going to brawl to try to knock him off.
Okay.
Trying to play with yourself.
Get Wesker going
You like
nuts.
reached for it for a second.
All right. Well, I got a 2, 3, 3, 5.
Well, they only got 1 success, so it's not too bad. Could be a lot worse. What you want to spend it for defense? Or you want to do it something towards something? It's not a hard. I will say the objective for Nikki is not super hard. It's not like you have to spend 30 to get there. You know?
So wait,
But it's up to you guys.
So I can't kill him. He'll still damage me.
No. It's not like one. Remember, it's not 1 for 1. You're fighting a squad.
Oh, okay.
And that squad is still pretty strong. The motorcycle squad.
I guess. Well, they're both not doing well. I'm just gonna defend.
Okay. Yeah, you do.
Block.
Not much of an issue. You kind of just block them off.
Bulletproof wings.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
Is that how you done it? That'd be kind of neat.
Flint, what do you do?
Me? My turn?
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to save Nikki, because
Okay.
you gotta do that. No man left behind. So I guess that's fix?
Yeah, I would say fix works.
I want to, like, basically just drag her through the porthole.
Yeah.
And then maybe
Takes
I can
another
make, like,
damage.
yeah. You're a vampire, whatever. You'll get over it. And then I want to, like, I want to get, like, these, I want to basically make, like, makeshift shock pads, but I think the only way, like, or what would I do for a vampire? They don't care. Pads?
You just
Mouth
kind of
to
like
mouth.
rip out one of the bodies and just pour it on. You're trying to.
That works too. I wanted to use my jerry rig belt, but I don't think that's needed here. I got a 4 fix, so let's just go with a normal fix. Yeah, I'll just rip one of the Nazis' arms off and just feed it to you. I got a 6, a 1, which just makes me replenish that one. Is this a 6? This is one of my root dice. Yes, that is a 6. So 2 6s, a 1, and a 2.
Okay. 2 6s, a 1, and a 2. Okay, so you have kind of 4 points. I would say you want to do one of the ones towards getting Nikki, right?
Yeah. However much it gets Nikki back on.
Yeah. Nikki, you are pulled in by Chuck, and you are kind of revived back to life without any issue. Now you have the 2 other points, Dave. One of them is you are going to take. Oh, this is tough because once again I rolled 1 success, so you could use one of your 6s, but then you're wasting a point, or you could take another damage.
Don't take any
2
more
successes?
damage.
You
So I have
said
2
you got 2
points.
6s.
I have 2 points to do stuff with,
Yes.
so I can dodge and then do something else.
No. So because it's a 6, it's just 2 points together.
Okay,
Spent.
so if I were to put it towards the threat, it'd be 2 points towards the threat. But because if I'm dodging, God, you only live once.
Or blood might not be a bad idea because then you'd have 3 and you could at least heal yourself.
Yeah, that's actually what I want to do. Can I heal myself immediately?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I see you're revived, and I just take the same arm and just kind of chug it myself. And then I'm gonna. Do I get to pick which one I get rid of, or?
Yes. You get to erase a mark. Well, it has to be. Yeah.
Shot full of holes, then.
Yeah.
Now I'm just have a flesh wound and I'm limping.
Good.
And then I guess I take damage now?
Yes, roll a d6.
You don't give me a 1. Okay, I got a 6.
Alright, you're mauled.
Yay, I'm the top thing of each row.
That's good, that's the best way to be.
No, it isn't. The best way to be is fully healed.
That's true. That's very true. You got me there.
Actually, if I know this game as well as I do,
which is not very well.
Not very well. I'm pretty sure being fully healed is way better than the position I'm currently in.
Nikki, you are now revived. It is still the round, so you have a chance to do something. The way this. A little metagaming. I think the way this game is designed is you don't want to focus all on one thing or all on the other. Because if you only focus on threats, the threats are going to keep coming. You might, weigh them down a little bit, but you got to do the objective. If you only the objective, the threats get stronger and stronger and more dangerous. So I think the most of this game is kind of mitigating. Okay, where do we want to allocate stuff? Yeah, so just be aware it is both, not just one or the other.
So we don't have any more Nazis on the train. We just have the.
Yeah, currently there's no Nazis on the train.
We just had the 2 on the motorcycles.
You see more. There are more motorcycles in the distance approaching.
Then I would love to throw smoke nade to help us with getting away.
Do it.
That is, I assume. Would this be sneak?
Sneak or throw? I would say either would. Or because I guess. Yeah,
if I'm using as a way...
Sneak. Yeah, it's a way to obscure.
So it would be 3, and it would be plus cover advance, so 4 total, right?
Yes.
I have a 5 and a 4.
Okay, 5 and a 4. Okay, they rolled 1 success.
Okay.
You want to do 1 defense and 1 towards the objective?
Yes.
Okay. They shoot at you, but the window, the glass breaks around you as you throw the smoke grenade. It obscures them. You hear kind of screeching. You hear someone get mashed underneath a motorcycle. Then you hear an explosion as you see some of the motorcycles have crashed into each other in this in the chaos and confusion. And the metro speeds away. And you guys make it out of the tunnel.
Did I reduce a threat to 0? A threat rating to 0?
You technically didn't. You finished the objective. Actually, so you get to narrate how the exact end looks, because that was the last point in the objective.
Chuck rips an arm off and pours it into my open cranium from where the clock hit me in the head. And my brain starts to mold back into my skull as I blink open, and I can see straight down the center aisle of the metro car to more headlights getting in, and I just reach into my side pocket and pull out a smoke grenade, look at it real quick to make sure it wasn't one of the firebombs, bite the pin and just throw it all the way down, and explodes, giving the metro an extra little boost as we make it further down the track.
Nice.
Yeah, I said it once before, and I'll say it again. You got a hot brain. I saw, because I like eating corpses, and I just saw that sucker when you came down. When I pulled you down, and your brain was just fucking everywhere. Every time I see it.
I feel like every time it happens, the medulla oblongata, this never goes back in the right place, and it makes me so goddamn angry every time.
It's cute. I like it. Gives you personality.
All the
outside of all the guns and stuff.
All the blood just pulls through her cheek. Stop it, Chuck. You know I'm gay.
The weirdest flirting. Is it even flirting, or is he just a cannibal?
He's just really into
It's a
brains.
fine line. Watch the Hannibal show, Hannibal. Okay, you guys make it out. So here's what's gonna happen, because you're taking a metro, you can't decide where it goes. I'm gonna decide where it goes, and I think I'm going to decide a place that is a good place to stop. Whether ideally we continue because it's not that much more to continue, probably one more session, or if we don't, I think it would still be cool.
Okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that.
And I can spend how many blood to take down
It's 3 blood.
to take down 1 injury?
Yes.
So I should probably do that
Yeah.
so that I'm no longer bleeding out. Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, the
Can we
bleed out
use
one's rough.
blood whenever we want to heal?
You can use the blood. Yes, you can use 3 blood to heal whenever you feel like it.
Okay.
So I just have 1 dazed, 1 hand injury, and I get rid of the bleeding out, right?
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm really hoping
Okay.
that we go to the Nazi pleasure garden school.
Go to the non-sick pleasure.
It would be good. But where we are headed, second. Maybe eventually. That's Sector 3. We are still in Sector 2. As you guys pop out of this metro, what you see in front of you is a large, colorful, brightly lit area. It is a Nazi-built amusement park and arcade and illuminations. Popular with young soldiers looking to take girls on a cheap date. The crowning glory of the park is Europe's 3rd largest Ferris wheel. But a wide variety of carousels, carnival games, lit-up displays provide plenty otherwise. So you see this. There is just this massive park in front of you. All. You enter, but you do see a lot of civilians kind of like have been heard of all the chaos going on and are like running away, but all the machines are still running.
And the people who have to run them are still running them because they're contractually obligated to.
Capitalism, so.
I can't stop the Ferris wheel. I can't stop it. We all know what happened last time I stopped the Ferris wheel.
Oh my god.
What you see as you begin to enter this place, above head, carrion birds spiral, and also as you enter, like right as you pass the entrance, there is a completely useless tank, just kind of completely abandoned, and it looks like there's rust on it. And that's what you see as you enter this fairground. What do you do?
This place is pretty fun. Maybe we can have a little R&R here.
Have we been able to have any R&R anywhere?
I don't even know what it stands for.
It stands for Rex. Rest. Nope.
Nope.
I just let out little screeches.
Ah, yes. Rest and relaxation.
Okay. I thought it meant wrecking Nazis. Fuck them. Pull my guts out.
Some of those words did not even start with R, but close enough. Do we get to know what the objective is for this?
Yeah, so
particular-
I think what you, for now, let's say it's get through it. You guys are all on a mission to get to Hitler. So most of your objectives will be some version of that, unless they say otherwise. So currently the objective is to, just kind of get there.
Well, we can either do a stealthy way. I've got more smoke grenades.
Who fixed this tank up?
Can I just fly there?
Ooh.
I'm just gonna fly there.
You can absolutely try to fly right now.
To Hitler? All the way there?
No, just all the way to Hitler.
That would take a lot of blood. He's pretty far. That would take more than the 1 blood that it takes to activate your wings.
I'm gonna knock him off the Eiffel Tower.
He's in a Zeppelin above the Eiffel Tower, though.
I'm gonna fly through the balloon and
Good.
Hindenburg it.
They made it so that my background lights swap between colors like we're at a Ferris wheel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's just gonna change colors.
Okay. You guys begin walking through, and as before, there are some Nazis here. They don't look like tough, big armored ones, but they have definitely heard reports of what has been going on in the last couple hours. So they immediately draw on you. Or they don't. I'm gonna say not yet. I'm gonna say you have a moment here to do something instead of immediately going into combat. You notice there are Nazis around that have not left. They're kind of like, they look confused, I would say.
Surely vampires wouldn't come here. What?
Are they like spread out, or are they?
They're within a. They're not like all in a bunch. I would say they're like 20 feet away from one another. They're all kind of just like looking around.
What if one of us dressed up like Hitler? Hear me out. We could probably sneak around for now, just to kind of figure out how to get to our next destination.
Yeah, I feel like we did pretty good when we entered into the hotel, where we snuck and then attacked, like up close and personal.
Yeah.
I feel like that worked out better for us, maybe. And also, I'm really hungry, and they smell like popcorn. I bet they are salty.
We're just in luck because tonight is vampire night at this carnival, so everything is vampire. No, those are just clowns. Fuck.
So what do you think about smoking the middle and then going in and taking them out?
Maybe we just try the darkness for a bit. Maybe we just try to sneak around in the dark. What do you think about that, Flint?
I'm just gonna look up to the sky and just like point.
We can't go up there.
And then I point to myself.
It sure would be really great if I had pitch black. If I had some blood that I could use to use one of my advances, which is pitch black. Plunge the area around you into shadow. You can see fine.
Oh, that'd be great.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice? Well,
what you guys can do too, to keep in mind, is you can share blood freely, and the way you share that blood is completely up to you.
Ooh.
Would have been nice to know a million years ago.
Who's got the most blood?
I don't. Do any of you have? I mean, I know you guys are all healed up.
I haven't used any of my blood.
Oh, you didn't heal yet. Okay.
No.
Are you hurt?
I'm not much of a sneaker,
yes,
so I think I'll sit back here with this tank really quick.
Yeah,
I'll let you decide how you want to get in there.
But I am going to. I guess I'll start things. I'm going to start flying and use the blood.
Hell yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So I want you to do something for me. Okay. What I want you to do is aerial combat. Yeah. Okay. So spend the blood. It's for aerial combat specifically. So I'm going to say if you do this, if you want to do this, Jason, it is going to be some form of you attacking, whether that be just for blood, that's fine. But and you can still use points to the objective, but there will be some combat is going to happen here if you do this.
Well, so because I have to be aerodynamic, can I fly into the air and launch something at them?
Oh, you'd rather do that? I mean, that's the same thing. Yeah, it's either way. It's fine. No. Aerodynamic.
Yeah,
no, I think it's just you.
Projectile. That's what I'm talking about.
Check something large and heavy at a surprising distance.
Like you do a barrel roll while you shoot?
Can you throw the entire tank?
That's probably a little heavy for one blood.
For one. What's about
I would say.
What about two blood?
two blood?
Yeah, I'll no, Jason, because it's definitely chuck something large and heavy, so you can't fly. That's definitely two blood. Flying does have different advantages. So either you throw something or you unless you can spend. No, it's different rolls. Either you spend the blood to throw something or you fly. Those are your choices.
Okay.
The tank is large and heavy.
Throw it.
He's superhuman as a vampire.
It's not aerodynamic, which is the thing that it's supposed to be for this to work.
Oh, I was reading it as I had to be aerodynamic.
No. The parentheses are always this is what you have to do to make this work. Or this is what it gives you an advantage towards.
Okay.
I still want you to throw
Well, so
it.
flying is just aerial combat, so something would have to be in the air then.
No, not necessarily. I mean, aerial combat is, I interpret it as you in the air. So, like, what I'm saying is, if you want to spend a blood to fly, you can, but it's not like, oh, I'm going to spend a blood to fly and then just do the objective. You would have to do some form of combat for this to work. So, like, if Nikki was going to try to sneak around, don't do this first, because you're going to kill that sneaking around thing. Because you're going to have, you can fly up and shoot down on them. That's fine. Or you can fly up and then, like, snatch one. That would be okay, too.
Could I fly up to, like, I don't know, say the top of the Ferris wheel and grappling hook one of them up to me?
Interesting. No, because you can't double up on things. You're trying to use two things at once.
Okay.
Just let him be Batman.
Literally.
You can do it in two different. You can fly for one turn.
Hook? That's it. That's the only reason you have a grappling.
His real name is Bruce Wayne.
Why? I don't get it.
Well, I guess. Okay. Did you guys want to be sneaky or?
I feel like maybe if we can be sneaky and get close to them, we can start feasting on them and getting more blood. And if we get more blood, then we can do cooler things.
Part
But
of me wants to see if I can fix this here tank, because I'm pretty good at fixing it.
that also sounds like a really good option.
I'm pretty sure it's just loaded with armaments and stuff. They just forgot about it. Just sitting
Alright. I will follow whatever lead you guys do.
So, Nikki, why don't you go first? You have the most pressing, so why don't you go first, Nikki? Or I will let Chuck go first too if you want to just do your own
I'm
tank
just
thing
fixing
first.
a tank.
Okay, you do your tank thing.
Yeah, because the tank you said is just kind of over here and nobody cares about it, right?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't really alert anybody unless if I shoot like immediately.
I go blast. Anyway, I start blasting.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my jerry rigging and fix, so that gives me 5 dice. 'Cause I'm trying to fix it with my tools. Okay, I got a 1, which is nice for my blood thing. And then
What's
I
that?
got that was 1, 3, a 4, another 1, and a 3. So 1 success.
You got 1 success. Okay. So with that 1 success, you try, and you were using fix, right? And your thing to try to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does happen on that? Are you doing it? What are you doing it towards? What do you want to spend this towards?
I guess in theory this would be the objective, because I'm trying to fix the tank, so I'm not really using it to hurt anybody just yet, but it is like kind of working towards moving or going somewhere. Like if the tank is fixed,
Yeah.
we could use it, like we'd wreak havoc on this place and like, you know.
Okay, here is what you get with that one. Here. Okay, that's fine. Okay. What you get with this is this. You do find this thing. Ooh. So now let's do. So I'm gonna say you try to do that for a second. You realize this thing is just not. It's beyond. It is beyond fixing. Like pieces have rusted off. It seems very odd, the state of this thing. Like it seems like it's been dormant for years, but you know that's not the case. So I will let you. And what has happened here is that you realize this has a challenge. This objective has a challenge rating of 1, so you need 2 successes to go towards this challenge rating. But what I will say is that you can use that one for either blood, or I will let you loot with it if you'd like to loot.
Ooh, what's loot do?
You can use it if I say so, and it gets you. You can find an item.
I think maybe I'll get a blood with it.
Yeah. So there is a body in there. It looks like someone driving it crashed, but they're still.
Don't mind if I do.
Great. You have a blood. Nikki, if you want to go next with your blood hunt.
You just see me hold up a dead Nazi's head, and I'm using it like a puppet. Hank's fucked.
And Nikki just goes, "You've never looked so good."
Bow the head.
Yeah, I will use another. I'll use a smoke grenade.
Okay.
Which I still have 3 of because I rolled at one time.
Yeah, Dave, how many Judge Jerry do you have left?
How many?
I have 1 more.
Okay.
I had 4, and I've only used
That was
3
great.
so far.
So would that be a sneak?
Yeah, sneak works.
Okay, I have a 4 and a 6.
Alexa, turn on Office.
4 and a 6. Okay.
Wait. I only rolled. Yeah, okay. I rolled 4 because it was 3 sneak plus 1 for cover advance.
Yes. Okay. So you have a 4 and a 6. What are you gonna do with them?
If I spend the 2 points from the 6, could I get 2 bloods?
Yes.
Then I would love to get 2 bloods.
Okay.
And is this like a sneaky attack, so they didn't really know I was coming?
Yeah, this is an attack. I mean, they're still gonna get a chance to hurt you, but you could still. I know they didn't. They didn't roll high enough, so they did not do anything this time.
And I'll use the 4 to advance the objective.
So what I just told Dave is the same thing. You're gonna need this objective itself has a challenge of 1, so you're gonna have to use 2 to get 1 out of it.
Got it. Okay. Well, then I'll just use the 4 for another blood.
Yeah, you get 3 blood, absolutely.
Okay. I will get 3 blood then.
What does it look like as you ambush these?
I have one really long pinky nail that I keep. And I throw the smoke grenade and wait for the cloud to really thicken, and then I run in and I slice one dude's throat. Because sometimes I don't like to get my teeth dirty. And so I just do it myself, and I cut open a vein, and I kind of like grab him before his body hits the ground, and I kind of like bend him down like that one photo from Victory Day of the dude kissing and I literally just drink him like a Slurpee on a hot day.
Awesome. Now, what do you do, Flint?
Got some cover if you want to fly in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I ambush still?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Then I'm going to ambush with steel gouging claws.
Nice.
So I add 1 to my brawl. Then is that how that works?
Yes.
Would my plus cover advance roll to him as well?
No, it's just 1.
I feel like since the smoke takes a while to dissipate, that it should.
It should, but that's not the way the game works.
I got a 1, 2, 2, 5, 6.
Okay. Let me roll. Okay. They got 1 success.
Okay. Then I will defend with 1, and then since I have the 6, I'm actually going to use Ravenous to gain 3 more blood.
Nice.
Hey, nice.
Okay.
And over here.
What happens as this goes on? Dave, you notice the rust kind of beginning to grow inside of the tank, and what the others see is that one of the rides, one of the carousels, kind of like falls down a little bit off the tracks, and the birds get a little closer.
Ooh.
That ain't right. Birds get closer. Hey, Nick,
And you
what
hear
are them birds?
You do hear that there is like creaking coming from several machines in this park.
What do you think of them birds up there? Anything weird about them?
It's a new round now.
Yeah, you're round.
I'm gonna screech to terrify.
Okay. Yeah.
Outbird the bird.
Bird 'em. Bird 'em. Give me a bird.
Okay, I have a 1, 4, 5.
1, 4, 5. Okay, 2 successes. What are you doing it towards? Towards the enemies that are around you, or like towards just in general? Like for objective.
Just objective.
Okay. All right. So with a 4, 5, 4, 5, just the 2.
Yeah, just 2.
Okay, so that because there's a challenge still, you only reduce the objective by 1.
Okay.
The Nazis are like they do look shook by this. But how does this? Let me think about it. Okay. As you kind of shout too, it gives you a moment of kind of. No. I'm gonna say it scares the Nazis a little bit. That's how it kind of goes towards the objective here. Is what we're gonna say.
Good.
All right, Nikki or Chuck.
Question.
Birds. What do you think about them birds?
Yeah, question. Do
Yes.
we understand about these birds
No,
being...
it seems odd that there's just carrion birds circling above in the spiral.
Okay.
Seems very western. I kind of like it. I'm gonna go see what those birds are circling over.
Or I didn't know if maybe we should focus on trying to get through.
Yeah.
But
I'm just
How
thinking
many-
there's something suspicious going on here with all this rust going on.
So remember, you guys have drank some blood of these guys, but they're not dead. That blood is not damaged, so there are still Nazis here.
okay.
Yeah, I've kind of been on the outskirts a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, so you're kind of in the thick of it. 'Cause you
Yeah.
the person.
Then since I'm in the thick of it, I will, and I'm in close quarters, this gives me an extra dice.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna use my cut down again,
Okay.
which should give me shoot plus course. So it should be 5 dice.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do a flashback.
What'd you get?
I only got 1 5. I got a 5, a 1, a 1, a 2, and a
Okay,
3.
yeah, do that flashback. It's the perfect time to use it.
Oh, so I have to roll for it, right?
Yes. No, yeah, roll a d6.
All right. It's a 4, and he already rolled 1,
Yeah,
so I
it's
should roll.
different, just for this time.
Did a 3 get rolled?
No, assassinating a Nazi general at the opera.
Hell yeah.
And now roll another d6.
2.
Okay, you recruited Blank to F.A.N.G. What did it take to get them on board? So this is like this is your first mission where you brought one of them aboard. And how did you get them there? And your first mission together was assassinating a Nazi general at the opera. So go.
I feel like it would have to be Chuck. And I brought them on. How did I bring them on? I got them really drunk. Like so much booze spiked blood. And just told them, "Oh my god, you want to know where there's some more booze? Follow me."
That
And
guy's
that-
head.
Yep.
Nice.
I never killed a Nazi before this mission, so it just new for me. It was fun. Just a little bit fun for me.
Awesome. Now re-roll.
+2, right?
Yes, plus 2 more dice. Re-roll everything.
Okay. Come on, dice. Be nicer to me. Better. That is 4 successes. I got a 6 and 3 4s.
Okay. What do you want to use them for?
I would love to I have 2 points. I would love to do damage
Okay.
to clear out at least the Nazis here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you could do everything you have if you want to do that and get rid of them for now.
Would I need any for defense, or am I not allowed?
No, you don't.
Yeah. If I used all of them, I could get rid of all the ones that are here right now.
Correct.
Would that reduce the threat to 0?
That would reduce it to 0.
Would that mean I could? Do we have any advances? That mean I could gain 3 blood at that point?
Let me double. You don't have any advances, unfortunately.
How do you get an advance?
Let me double check, but I believe you.
'Cause it says when you reduce a threat rating to 0, gain 3 blood. And I want that blood.
Not
Them scalps.
Give me 6 blood right now.
Do it.
Do it. Does it say you had to get an advance by saying how very handsome the DM looks tonight?
There is.
Was it? Because I don't want to do that. It'd be
I won't. I will never.
Just do it, Dave.
I'm
Just
never
do
gonna
it.
do it.
Die. I do like I like that the book is short. It is not late. I mean, the way it's organized is not always.
Funny how the introduction of these weird rust things made me go, oh yeah, we could not be the only supernatural thing in this game. I just didn't even consider it. I was just like, oh yeah, I mean, if there's vampires, there must be like other shit.
That seems to be the case,
Yeah.
possibly.
Oh no.
These carrion birds probably hate vampires.
Oh, man, you think
they don't
there's
like
ghosts?
that thing.
Oh, ghosts?
Ghosts.
I cannot. I know it is somewhere in this book, and for the life of me, I cannot find it. And I don't care to find it. So
it's not just like when that thing happens, you trigger an advance.
no. So the advances specifically are like the level ups in this game. That's why there's not like a lot of them. If it says advanced, basically what will happen is something will happen in the game, and then you get to pick an advance. So that's why they're kind of stronger abilities. But you have no advances to start with. You have to earn the advance. But you will find out how to earn an advance very soon.
I feel like I've earned it though.
It's a level up. Everyone would get the level up at the same time, and I would tell you when that would happen. The level ups have not happened yet.
Well, I would love for the smoke grenade smoke to dissipate and for all the bodies to be on the floor. And Nikki just in the middle, just like wiping her mouth.
Okay. Yeah, that has happened. That was the beginning of the round? No, Flint went already, right?
I don't know if Flint went this round. I think it was just Nikki.
Nikki, you started? Okay. Then it's anyone's game for Flint or Chuck.
I kind of want to walk over to where these birds are circling over.
Okay.
Got my hands on my guns and my holsters. Going around over here.
You want to... This sounds like a search if you're trying to figure out what's going on.
I guess, yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Oh boy, I only have a 2 in search. Here we go.
I believe in you.
I got a 4 and a 5. That wasn't bad at all.
That's not bad at all, no. Yeah,
Probably the best I've rolled in a long time.
Okay, what you see is this.
Picture.
Now I will send it to Discord. But
Oh no, not visual aids.
What you
Oh
see-
no.
What you see as you kind of you go towards the birds, and do that. You go towards the birds. You notice they are actually circling overhead the Ferris wheel, and as you look, you hear a creaking, and the Ferris wheel begins to fall off its hinges and begins to roll towards you specifically. As that happens, the 3 of the bullets in one of the chambers of your guns immediately just turn to rust and dissipate. You now lose 1 charge of your guns.
Oh my god. Ain't that the damnedest thing?
And what you see riding on top of this Ferris wheel is the Rust Witch in Discord.
What? Oh no. My arch nemesis.
And that is how you get advances in Aetherich. You kill the Ubermenches.
Eat the right?
The Ubermenches?
Yes. What did I say? Aetherich.
Eat the rich.
Did I accidentally?
Freudian slip there a little bit.
Yeah.
Eat Sam Reich.
Ah, damn it. I'm
And
still confused at the part where she's an 18-year-old baby witch. Okay.
And it begins like rolling towards you. You don't take any damage this time. You don't take any damage. But what does happen is you lose that 1 charge of your gun with bullets. And this thing is now coming for you.
Did that work towards the objective at all? At least.
How many? You have 2 successes.
Yeah.
We can either do it towards the objective, or you can do towards the threat of her if you want. Wait, what did you roll? 4 and a 5?
4 and a 5. Yeah.
So only the 5 will work. She has a aura of misfortune, so it's harder to hit her.
Ooh.
Well, I guess the 5 towards her. The objective still has a challenge of 1, right?
Yeah,
So,
it still does.
okay. Can I drink blood for the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. So give me blood, and I'll attack her. Part of me is wondering if that's a cool enough cliffhanger to end tonight, because I'm kind of getting tired.
Okay.
Just revealing there's a fucking rust witch.
Oh, wait, let Jason go just so it's a fresh round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's at least do that.
Okay.
I just start firing. It's like, damn it. I just start firing, and I'm backing up. And then there's like a dead corpse there from what Nikki did. It's like, oh, don't mind if I do. I just rip off his whole head and drink from the spine while I'm shooting.
Feel it, Flint.
My first question. Is this then a ranged fight if she's up there? If we're on the ground?
You could climb up the thing. I mean, you can make it. It's up to you.
Well,
You can
it was
make
more
it.
so like, we have to get to her.
Get to her in what? What do you mean?
Like, I'm on the ground. I can't like brawl her.
No, you could. I would say you basically you would just roll to like climb up the Ferris wheel and attack her. It's not like I would make you take a turn. There's no like movement in this game, so it would just be you brawl and would have to narrate it. You can't brawl her from afar, but
I more so meant since they have guns. Like, would I have to use flying first to get there? Like, use my blood to fly there to get there?
no. Yeah, you don't have to use your blood. Or if you have I mean, everyone has a gun, so you could shoot if you wanted to. But if you want to use your brawl, yeah, just say you climbed up there.
Yeah, my shoot of 1 says I'm not using a gun.
Just roll 6.
Yeah.
Just roll
Roll a
6. What the fuck?
All right then. Yeah, I'll say I scale my way up there to brawl.
Nice. Roll it up.
Do it.
Halo wit.
Okay, I have a 3-3-4-5.
3, 3, 4, 5. Well, the good news is she only rolled 1 success. But only actually no, both of those would work. Or no, sorry, only 1 would work. Yeah. So because the 4 doesn't work to damage her because of her thing.
Okay.
Because of her aura of misfortune. So you're gonna do 1 to her?
Yeah, 1 to her.
Awesome. And the other one? She did roll 1 attack. She succeeded
Yeah,
once.
so I'll defend with that.
Okay, cool. Awesome. You guys good there? You want to do one more round? It's up to you.
What do we think?
I guess pausing here's fine.
Okay.
Well, punches her in the face.
Yeah.
Pausing is good.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a cool cliffhanger.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we see, like, we end on Chuck, Flint, and Nicole kind of, like, around this rust witch that is bearing down on you on top of a Ferris wheel.
That's new.
That's new.
Punches her in the face.
Yes. Yeah, you do get, like, one good claw mark in across her.
And freeze frame on the punch.
Yeah, well,
Continue.
as you, like, actually, we'll freeze from this. Like, as you do punch her and, like, your claws taste blood, the metal claws rust a little bit. If you're using your steel gouging claws. They don't, not enough to damage them, but just as flavor.
To show that there's a cool effect going
on. And that's it for Eat the Reich.
Alrighty.
What's everyone's favorite name and favorite part? Start with
name.
Favorite
My
name.
favorite name is Sebastian.
Good. favorite part and name.
I guess I could go first. My name's Dave. I played Chuck. My favorite part. Oh man, this is fun. Like it's kind of cool to just be a bunch of unstoppable badasses. Like all you have to do is roll like a couple of dice, and you're just like, yeah, I just took out like a whole fucking squad. And just like, also they're Nazis. Bonus, win-win. We hate them. But like, yeah, I'm trying to think of a specific moment that was pretty awesome for me, and it's just I think. Just showing up when we showed up, coming out and just start blasting was pretty awesome. I also kind of like the little bar scene that we had where we're trying to figure out what next. Something about that was fun. I'll toss it over to whoever. I'm just gonna lay it up. Whoever wants to take it. Yeah.
I'll go. My name is Alex Gesson. My favorite part was, oh my God, just all of it. I loved Flint trying to figure out the train, and Chuck puppeting a Nazi head out of a tank.
It happens so often, I forgot I already did it.
Take it away, Jason.
Okay. I'm Jason. My favorite part, I guess, is just being a giant monstrous bat that kills Nazis.
Hell yeah.
Just all the, I think just killing Nazis feels good.
It just feels good.
This feels
Just right.
It just feels right.
I am Ty. I'm the Game Master. My favorite part of tonight, I liked Nikki and Chuck's flirting scene, quote unquote, maybe.
Weird flirting
And
scene.
then I'm gay, Chuck.
Stop it, Chuck. You know I'm gay.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. And yeah, it's a fun system. I like. It's very. There are a couple of things I'm getting used to, but it's a fun, like, fast-paced system, which I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
I like it.
But now
That's
I'm
it.
bloodthirsty.
Yeah, we'll find another time to do this again.
Alrighty, with that, we are the Mythos Mystery Society, brought to you by Schmuggies. Schmuggies! Anybody got anything?
Muckies.
Rich.
Make sure to drink the blood and eat the rich.
Eat the rich.